Welcome to my presentation on teacher maladjustment and mental health. Today, I'll be exploring whether teachers face unique psychological challenges compared to other professions, the symptoms and impacts of teacher maladjustment, and strategies for maintaining good mental health in the teaching profession. I'll address three questions. First, whether teachers face unique psychological challenges compared to other professions. Second, the symptoms of a maladjusted teacher and the impact on learners. Finally, suggestions for maintaining good mental health as a teacher. According to the Department of Higher Education and Training's policy on teacher education qualifications, teachers must fulfill 7 collective roles as outlined here. Unlike many other professions, teachers are expected to simultaneously be subject specialists, mediators, curriculum designers, leaders, researchers, assessors, and community builders. This multifaceted role creates unique psychological demands that can contribute to stress if not properly managed. Teachers face unique psychological challenges due to their work. As noted in the digital learning framework, teachers must articulate thoughts effectively, listen to decipher meaning, understand diversity, and identify learning problems. This constant emotional labor creates a distinctive psychological burden. The framework specifically mentions teachers must communicate and collaborate and create, publish, and share content as part of their professional responsibilities, adding layers of complexity to their role. While all professions experience stress, teaching involves unique challenges. Unlike doctors, lawyers, and accountants who often work with limited client interactions, teachers perform publicly every day and maintain emotional connections with dozens of learners. According to Appendix A of the Digital Learning Framework, teachers must manage learning effectively across diverse contexts. Research by Ndlovu cited in the framework suggests that teachers' ability to adapt to challenging circumstances is critical to their psychological well-being, especially when digital resources are limited. A maladjusted teacher may exhibit several symptoms. According to Appendix A of the Digital Learning Framework, teachers should use communication tools to keep learners and parents informed. Maladjusted teachers struggle with this communication. They resist using the Teacher Professional Development Diagnostic Self-Assessment tool and show an inability to reflect critically on their own practice. Poor classroom management and inconsistent assessment practices are also common symptoms that directly impact learning. Teacher maladjustment significantly impacts the learning environment. When teachers struggle with their mental health, learners experience a disrupted environment. Appendix C of the Digital Learning Framework provides examples of teaching activities, showing how properly adjusted teachers create engaging experiences where learners collaborate online with community members, while maladjusted teachers might implement only basic technology integration. For example, in a language literature lesson, a maladjusted teacher might only use a slideshow presentation rather than facilitating interactive learning. Appendix A of the Digital Learning Framework notes teachers must assess learners in reliable ways and use results to improve teaching. Maladjusted teachers struggle with this, resulting in unreliable assessment and limited feedback. They may fail to use digital communication tools to receive submissions and provide feedback, creating confusion among students. Well-adjusted teachers effectively use word processors and spreadsheets to create assessment tools and provide constructive feedback that supports growth. One key strategy for maintaining good mental health is regular self-reflection. Appendix E of the Digital Learning Framework recommends completing self-assessment tools and diagnosing needs based on regular reflections about teaching, possibly in conversation with peers. The framework mentions educators may conduct self-assessments of their perceived digital learning competency using online tools. By regularly assessing their practice, teachers can identify areas for growth before burnout occurs. The digital learning framework emphasizes the importance of developing and following a professional development plan with stated needs, priorities, and plans for participation in professional development activities. Teachers should receive guidance on identifying and analyzing their professional development needs, and a template to assist in designing their professional development plan, which should be reviewed every year. By setting realistic goals, teachers can experience continuous improvement rather than feeling overwhelmed. Collaboration supports mental health. The digital learning framework suggests considering feedback from a colleague who observed the lesson and discussing professional development strategies with subject colleagues. Teachers can use digital communication tools to share lesson experiences with their professional learning community. The framework encourages sharing ideas by posting to social media platforms that form part of your professional learning network and using shared Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive documents for collaboration. These approaches provide social support that contributes to better mental health. In conclusion, while teachers face unique psychological challenges due to their multiple roles, they can maintain good mental health through self-reflection, professional development planning, and collaboration. Research cited in the digital learning framework suggests that teachers' ability to adapt to challenges is critical to their well-being. By understanding maladjustment and its impact, teachers can proactively address their mental health needs while fulfilling their important educational mission. These are the references I've used to inform my presentation. The Digital Learning Framework and the revised policy on the minimum requirements for teacher education qualifications provide valuable insights into the psychological demands placed on teachers and strategies for maintaining good mental health in the profession.